1 month ago, just out of the blue, it was announced that Plant vs. Zombies will be getting a remastered. And just like everyone else at the time, I was surprised after this franchise has been dead for the last couple of years, they're finally gonna release a remaster of the original game. Well, that was a month ago. Now it's October of 27, the game has already been released, and let me just say, the release wasn't that good.
Uno, dos, tres, hay una IA en el jardín.
Any day now.
En el jardín.
You know what I find funny? Before the game was officially released, you were able to play it early. How? Well, if you bought the game on Steam and swapped the EXE, you were able to play the full game before the game was officially released. And after a good chunk of people started playing the game, that's when crap hit the fan. Also, besides a good chunk of the player base playing this game early, there was a couple of cracker hackers that managed to look around in the files of this game, and that's where a good chunk of these images came from. I don't know why I find this funny, but the version that this game is using, let alone the fact that it's the version from the mobile version, but also is using the version from the Windows phone. Yeah, a phone that was discontinued almost a century ago. For the last couple of days, I've been watching a couple of videos on Replanted, seeing what other people think of the game. Until I saw this video. Now, you probably know this guy from the Mr. Beast videos that he made a couple of years ago, or the 6-7 video. Yeah, the first time that I actually want to kill myself after saying something that retarded. Also, I just want to get off topic here a little bit. The dude made a video called The 6-7 Kid Drama Definitely Exists. What the fuck? What the hell was the drama? What he did? Confused the numbers? What he said? 6-6, or was it 6-8, or something retarded like that. But besides that, back to the main point. We're gonna be talking about 2 Replanted videos that he made. And before we start, I will gladly appreciate if you donate to my cause. I need money to buy cream for my disgusting affected toe, so if you can click the big red button here, that will take you to my OnlyFans where you can donate from there. But besides the stupidity I'm saying, let's start with the video.
Before we jump straight into it, I do just want to make one point real quick, and it is about the Rich Werner controversy. Now, obviously, I can admit to it, Rich Werner, the original artist for this game, not being invited to help remaster this game is a very big dick move, right? I feel like PopCap definitely should have at least tried to contact Rich Werner, so I honestly think that's a huge L on PopCap's part. I see why people would be upset about that. But actually, if you do go on the Almanac, you will see the new concept art tab, where as you can see, this is actually never seen before concept art made by the PvZ team back in the day. So here we have never seen before very early builds of the game in the early 2000s, right? Like this is actually pretty crazy to see.
What the hell? Never before seen concept art. There's no damn way that this guy is being serious. This dude has said that he played the original game when it first came out all those years ago. Now, I know some people might say, well, Jassy, not everyone who plays this game knows everything about the game, every little detail, every little fact about the game. Sure, that's understandable, but it doesn't hurt to do a quick Google search or look up some video on YouTube. Then he repeats it like 2 times, like never before seen concept art. I don't know, does this guy live under a rock or something, but I think even the simple PvC fans will know that there's videos out there of people talking about all the concept art that this game has. Hell, even including that one book that they made. But besides that never before seen concept art, he talks about the disco one.
Which leads us to this photo right here, which Rich Werner himself claims he never made this. He has no clue what this photo is and how it got into the concept art, which led to a lot of backlash claiming that PopCap is staging concept art. Now, something that's never actually directly mentioned here is the fact that this is concept art for Plants vs. Zombies in general, not just the first game. And this could easily be debunked just by going through the concept art, right? You can see here's concept art for the skins that were added into Replanted, right? Here's more. Here's the Kleiner zombie with the head crab on his head. At the end of the day, this is the archive, right? This is not PvZ original concept art. So what this most likely was is someone who works at EA or PopCap practicing Rich Werner's art style in order to help with the production of a game like PvZ Replanted. But one person made a theory that they're trying to stage concept art, which honestly would make no sense if you really think about it.
Okay, let's start with the first. He says that most of the concept art in this game is for Plant vs. Zombies in general, not just the first game. And what he uses to back his claim up is just a couple of pictures of concept art from Replanted. And also 99% of the images in this game is concept art that's already been shown to the public. But the other 1% of concept art, it comes from Replanted, and there's only like 9 pictures from the new Replanted concept art. I don't know where the hell this dude got this idea of, oh, I can easily debunk this and say that most of the images are from Plant vs Zombies, not just the original game. Well, I took a peek at the concept art. There's no concept art from PvZ 2, Garden Warfare, or nothing like that. It's just concept art from the original game and like a couple of images from Replanted. But besides the stupidity, we go on to the second part. He says that why would PopCap fake concept art? Now, that's a really good damn question, but there's a couple of stuff that should be really considered after looking at this picture here. When you look at all the other concept arts, what do they have in common? Oh, wait a minute, they have a little signature. They have the signature of the original artist. All of these concept art here has the signature of Rich Warner. But what about this one? When you look at it, there's no signature of the guy who drew this. The only words I see here is cone up and football. If this wasn't fake, where's the signature? I mean, where's the signature of the guy who drew this or the artist who drew this? Now, I know some people might say, well, not every concept art has the artist's name. That's understandable. But in this situation, I feel like they should have put the artist's name here. The dude said that the artist who drew this tried to copy the style of Rich Warner. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, but there's one thing that I was confused after seeing this picture, and that is, why Disco Zombie? There are so many other zombies that they could have used for this little concept art, but why Disco? They could have used Screen Door Zombie, Bunchy Zombie, Jack in the Box Zombie, or hell, even the Yeti. But why Disco? Oh no, wait a minute, it's because there's no concept art of Disco Zombie. But ever since the beginning, there's been no official concept art of Disco Zombie. But this guy says that it's probably some employee who's trying to mimic the art style of the original artist who made all of this. But he still says that why will PopCap fake concept art? But there's still one thing that bugs me, and it screams that this picture is fake, and that is the big brown stain that it has in the corner of the picture. When you look at the other concept art, some of them are ripped or they're missing little pieces, but besides that, they look pretty normal. But when you look at this concept art, it has a big brown stain in the corner of it. Like, what the hell were they going with here? Were they trying to make it look quirky? Like, oh guys, look, it has a brown stain, so it means that it's real. But in general, just the way how it looks with the brown stain, including the Disco Zombie concept art, you can automatically tell that this picture looks fake as hell. But no, to this guy, why would PopCap fake concept art? It's not like they're doing it for, I don't know, the money.
Okay, so one of the things I do want to talk about real quick is the build of the game that was, leaked. Because in case you haven't seen, there was a bug that if you pre-ordered the game, you can actually play around with the code a bit and actually access the game weeks before it was actually released, right? So something that was really annoying is the fact that people were playing on this early build of the game that was not officially released yet. And as you would expect, it wasn't finished, right? And there were some bugs. There were a lot of visual bugs, actually. Even though the devs themselves have confirmed that these are... Oh my god, am I blind? Am I actually blind? How am I... What the... Even though the devs themselves have confirmed that any visual bugs and glitches, or just bugs in general that we saw, were simply because we were playing on a version of the game that wasn't supposed to be public. And ever since, they've actually gone out of their way to fix any actual problem that people experienced in the early build of the game. Most notably, the twin sunflowers looking really chopped, like more chopped than me, honestly. The devs came out and said that was a visual glitch. Twin flower's not actually gonna look like this, and they actually fixed it. Me, when I play an early build of a game and it's not done yet, how could they let this happen?
I can understand if someone managed to play a game in early access, of course there's gonna be a bunch of bugs and glitches, but there's a small difference with Replanted. Okay, let's say that if this game was announced in March and people started playing it early in April or something like that, sure, that's understandable. But here's the thing, the game was officially gonna release in the 23, but when I started seeing people playing the game and started making reviews on the game, it was the 18. Count from there, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. You're telling me that the game was still in early access for 5 days? The game was announced 3 months ago, and it still had 3 months to be checked and to be searched for bugs and glitches. But the last 5 days before the game was officially released, people managed to play it early. And they come up with this post saying, oh, the reason why there's so much bugs and glitches is because there's an early version of it. Take what you want to take from this post here. It's just a lazy excuse to save their sorry asses. If you think about it, if people would have waited for the game to be officially released, would have most of the bugs and glitches in this game, would have they been fixed? Probably not. But hey, that's just a theory. A cringe theory. Please kill me. But besides the first video, there's another video that he made that is called Why You Booed Me If I'm Right. Just by the title of that video, it sounds like the dude has a massive ego. Somewhere between like in the beginning of the video, he says that he debunked a lot of the claims against this game. Huh? Debunked what? What the hell did he debunk? The moment that he went to the page that has all of the concept art, the first thing he says is, never before seen concept art. Like I said, he can watch 1 or 2 videos of someone criticizing Replanted and they're gonna mention the concept art. Now I know some people might say, well, probably he doesn't have time. Dude, the guy recently uploaded a video talking about the Hawk Tuah girl. It's not gonna kill him if he watches 1 or 2 videos about PBC concept art or a video of someone criticizing Replanted. Apparently he seems like he's allergic to those stuff. And also in these last 2 videos, he says that this game doesn't use AI upscaling. And does he have any proof? No, the only proof that he shows is that post that they did on Steam. And if you go out of your way to read the entire thing, the only thing that it mentions about AI is they didn't use generated AI. It says that they never use generated AI. There's a big difference between generated AI and AI upscaling. I feel like they would have said anything about using AI upscaling, but knowing how they only had 6 months to work on this damn game, well, of course it's obvious that they use AI upscaling for this. Hell, there's articles out there that's shown that EA has used AI before. Hell, there's even an article I saw on Reddit that said that EA is losing money for using AI. But no, mention anything of this game using AI or AI upscaling, this guy gets very offended. Besides this part of the video where he gets offended by people saying this game has AI upscaling, there's something else that I also want to mention. Before he starts talking about the Steam reviews, he says that he does have his fair share of criticism against this game. And the only reason why he's saying that is because he doesn't want any new viewers to see that he's only defending this game. But he does have his fair share of criticism. Now, what is it? Is it the bugs, is it the glitches, or is it the dynamic music? I kid you not, the only criticism he says that he has to this game is that they didn't bring back Rich Warner.
New to the channel, just thinking that I'm 100% defending this game because there are some very obvious flaws about this game. Like number 1, Rich Warner.
What the hell? That's like if someone made a video saying Minecraft sucks balls in the Big 25 and someone leaves a comment under that video saying, why do you hate Minecraft, or what's your problem with Minecraft? And the dude responds with saying, oh, it's because they don't have Notch anymore. If you think about it, is that even a good reason to criticize the game? Some people might say yes, but my point is that the point of criticizing a game is to criticize what it did or what it changed, what new features, what game modes, what bugs and glitches they have by accident or stuff like that. Point of criticizing a game is to play the game and review it. But that doesn't mean you should say, oh, the only reason why I hate this game is because they didn't bring back the original artist. And also, I realized something. What does this dude use as proof to show that the game is getting overhated? Well, he only shows the Steam reviews and his own comment section, but we're just gonna focus on the Steam reviews. That's like the only stuff he shows. He doesn't show any other social media. He doesn't show Twitter, he doesn't show Reddit, and he doesn't show YouTube. You know those other social media people are leaving reviews of this game as well, right? Hell, I bet if you go to the PBC subreddit, I feel like you're gonna find a good chunk of reviews of this game that they're actually valid. But no, he refuses to show anything from any other social media. Why is that? Is it because he wants to feel like he's the one who's gonna save this game? He's gonna be the one to save the game, to save the franchise, or defend it. At this point, just say that EA is just paying you off just to say all of this stuff. But you want to know the worst thing about these videos is the style of them. It's basically a mix of commentary and gameplay. Now some of you might be confused, like what the hell, commentary and gameplay? What the hell do you mean? Well, instead of playing you a couple of clips from this guy, I'll reenact them. A couple of days ago, Chris was exposed of being a PDF file. Oh my goodness, you saw that? You saw that kill I got there? That guy didn't see it coming. I'm a pro. But back to the point. A couple of days ago, Chris was exposed of being a PDF file, and there's a lot of screenshots going around Discord. Oh my goodness. How the hell did I die to that? I'm not joking, that's basically half of his damn videos. The moment that he stops talking about the Steam reviews and he starts playing the game, that's basically how his videos go. I thought the point of a commentary video or a game review video was to get to the actual point and talk about what's going on with the game, but instead, nah, we don't do that here. Instead, we take every couple of minutes and we start talking about something else or some random topic that has nothing to do with the video or the game or whatever the hell we're talking about. But in general, if you want to get a good laugh or waste a good chunk of your time, go ahead and watch some of these videos. But in general, there's actually way more better videos out there that they talk about replanted instead of this one. And to answer this guy's question, yes, I would rather spend my money on a game that doesn't have that much bugs and glitches. But besides all of that, what's my actual opinion on this game? Well, if you ask me, do I recommend this game? Yes, I would recommend it when it goes on sale. To be honest, this game is really not worth 20 bucks. I would rather spend 20 bucks on the console version of this game. Then also for the lack of new features that they added. They only added 3 new game modes and that's it. There's just 3 new game modes. RAP mode is just hardcore Minecraft into PvC. It's the same damn thing. You have one life and it's just a normal campaign, just well harder, and that's it. Sure, some people might like the challenge, but not everyone's gonna be playing this game mode. Then we have Cloudy Day. Then not gonna lie, Cloudy Day does look like a pretty fun game mode. So I really have nothing bad to say about the game mode. Then there's the scrap game modes, and just like in the name, most of these game modes were supposed to be in the original game, but they were all scrapped, and I kinda see why. Most of these game modes suck ass. Hell, there's even one that is basically PvC 2. Instead of giving you 25 sun, it just gives you 50 sun. Then also, you don't really need to buy Replanted to play these game modes. If you have the original game on your PC and you know how to mod it, you can unlock these game modes on the original game. Co-op mode is still the same damn game mode. The only downside is it doesn't have online play. So if you want to play with your uwu kitten, you better hope that they're able to afford a plane ticket to go to America and to come to your home. But in general, it's really not worth 20 bucks. I would recommend the game when it goes on sale. I mean, hell, the Steam winter sale is around the corner, so there's a good chance that it might be on sale. Or probably not, or just wait till next year, I don't know. But with all of that out of the way, hope you hated this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.
Like this retarded ass video, please put subscribe, and if you like to see more, yeah, I have nothing else, I just made this.